morning. Currently 8:30, Wednesday, March 11th, and it's time to get up and get ready.
hair picked out, but it's just kind of whatever. But I mean, I'm gonna style it soon anyway, so it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Today on the agenda, we have a half day. Technically, my first ever snow day since I've been here, which is crazy because it's been snowing like crazy, especially all in fucking February. So, first snow day. So, I don't have much today. I have an exam to take from 10 to 12, but I feel like I'm gonna get done around like 11, 11:30. So I have an exam to take, and then some of my friends want to do a study session at 12, so I'm gonna go and hang out with them and do that. I also need to do my laundry. Well, it's washed. I just need to fold it and put it away. Like no Kalani, you know what I mean? So I need to do my laundry, and then I also need to pack because we are going down to Southern Maine on Friday, Saturday for training, and then you come back up on Sunday. So I'm gonna do all my laundry, then pack the stuff I'm gonna need for UMaine, and then just leave it up until I leave on Thursday, or up until I leave on Friday after I get off of work. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on. So right now, I'll probably put this away and lock in. I'm gonna study a bit before my exam because I really want to get a good score on it, and I've been studying a lot these past few days. So we're gonna do that, and I will check in with you later.
Okay, we're back. I got a 72.4 on this exam. Obvi, we're just gonna have to wait for item analysis and hope that it can bump me to 78, because that's all I need. It's really all I need. It's just frustrating though, because I felt so confident. Like I studied over the past 2 days, even studied a bit before the exam, and like I get in and it's not, and this is the result I came out with. But I feel like I answered all the questions really well, so whatever. I guess it's not fine, the 72, but hey, we all have that one exam that just does us in. Well, now I'm gonna eat breakfast, and I'm probably gonna eat cereal, and then do my laundry, and then just wait until 12 to go and hang out with my friends. So let's go make some cereal. Cereal made, show on. I'm gonna eat this stuff, lock in, and then we'll check in later while we start doing my laundry and just kind of chit chat and hang out. All right, everyone, we're back.
hopefully you can hear me with the mic now. And if you can't, then hopefully I'm talking loud enough into the phone. But we're gonna do laundry and just kind of chit chat and yap and just talk about what's going on. Today, Wednesday, March 11th. March 11th. I took my exam. Didn't do too hot. Kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, hey, hopefully the item analysis can at least bring me up to a like 78, 79. So all I needed like six points. So hopefully when she does item analysis, I can get back 6 points and go from there. Supposed to go hang out with some of my other friends. They're gonna study. I'm probably gonna start working ahead on stuff. I have my second 7-week course starts on Monday after spring break, but since my professor already opened it, I'm gonna try and get started on it now, so that way I don't have to like not rush, but that way I can just like do it and then not really think about it too much. Especially because in April is when all of our track meets and stuff are. That's when our indoor season is. So there's that. And I would like to focus on, well, obviously still focus on school, but it's going to be a lot more pressure and a lot more training in April. So there's that. What else? I'm excited to go home. I'm getting very excited to go home. Started looking at flights to go home a couple of days ago, and I'm very excited on that front. I actually have to go watch my brother graduate from the military, from the army, before I come home in May. So I'm literally, I actually just emailed my professor this morning because my final exam, the only in-person exam I have, mind you, the only fucking one, is on May 6th. And I emailed my professor and I was like, is there literally any way I can take this online? I'll take it early. I'll take it on Monday instead of Wednesday. I don't care if I have less time to study. Because I don't want to have to miss. I don't want to miss my brother's military graduation. I don't want to do that. So there's that. Also trying to find people to hold stuff for me over summer, so that way I don't have to. So that way I'm not bringing back mad shit. You know what I mean? Obviously, all my clothes and stuff are coming back with me, but other stuff like my laundry basket or my induction cooktop and stuff like that, that stuff will be it'll have to stay here over summer, because one, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit that in my suitcase, and two, there's no real need for it for me at home. So there's that. What else? Spring break is next week. I'm not doing anything for spring break because I have training. So there's that. And also, I'm not working during spring break, so it's even if I wanted to go somewhere or spend money, I don't, I'm not making anything back, you know what I mean? And speaking of jobs, after this semester, I'll be considered a CNA, so I'll try and apply to the hospital that's nearby here, because if I can get in and be a CNA at the hospital, then that's experience that I can put on my resume, which I think would be really good for me, especially I don't know, especially for when I'm back home, in the sense of I feel like back home everyone who's a nurse has experience at these big hospitals, but for me, if I get in at this hospital, it would be more of rural experience, which I feel like people don't have. And I feel like there's a certain type of I feel like there's a certain different empathy, or sense of empathy, comparing rural hospitals and things like that to more metropolitan area hospitals and things like that. this is no shade though. I feel like what I'm saying is shady, and that like people in like the bigger hospitals don't have empathy. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying like I feel like I can provide a different viewpoint, a different light on certain situations and how to handle them. You know what I mean? So there's that. Um, what else is going on? I've been last week or last weekend, Saturday, I was supposed to do the watch list video. Did not do that. Sorry guys, I'm a liar, I know. Mainly because, well, I didn't do it mainly because I had other plans with my friends back home first. Like we were on call and we did a little like paint and sip night. Well, they painted. I colored. I had colored pencils. I don't have any paint on me, which is no like. But let me say this. Let me say this. Art in that sense and in that form is not my art. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? And hey, but what I will say is I feel like I'm pretty good at like writing. I feel like I'm pretty okay at writing. I'm very good at talking or like making stuff not like not physical pieces of artwork, like painting, drawing, like that is not my tea. And I have so much respect for people who are like mad good at it, like y'all got it. You know what I mean? Like wow. But there's that. So I'm gonna try and do that video soon. But like we can start like now. We can start talking about stuff that I've been watching and stuff kahiki now. So let's actually do that now that I think about it. Okay. We're gonna talk about films. We're gonna talk about films, music, TV shows, and then other etc. stuff that I've been consuming because why not? So in films, I recently rewatched Your Name Engraved Kieran, and if you know, you know. And if you know ball, you know ball. Like, okay. What I will say is that movie still does something like ridiculous to like my brain chemistry, and I can't explain really what it is. I think the concept of it being one set in like the past, and like one it being set in the past, and like kind of the circumstances and situations that both of the two main characters are in are really like they're so crazy and like intense. I just think that like damn, like I want a love like this to find me. And when and you know, let me say this. If you make a film or TV show and MFN you have them start like in the past and then you end off the show with them in the future together, you got it. Like you got it. You got me, you got it. Like I'm not playing. So like I guess spoilers if you haven't seen it, but like movie's like kind of old. So I'm gonna try not to spoil like hella. But at the end of the movie they meet each other again, like in a different town, different city, and like and I'm not gonna say what happens after that, but just know that they meet again in the future, and I was never the same since. I just wasn't. Like, and you know, God forbid that be like what would it be, but like that's just what it is. Like I don't know what else you want from me. Yeah, that movie's hella good. That's all I will say is that movie's hella good. I definitely think everyone should watch it if you want to feel something. If you like, honestly, if you just want to feel something, that movie is so fucking good. Moving on from that, another movie I want to watch is Marry My Dead Body. It's all over my Netflix, or not all over my Netflix, but it's on my Netflix as like one of the recommended things, and I definitely am gonna watch it at some point. But if you watched it, let me know. Sound off in the comments if you want. Like, let me know. Like, what's tea about it? You know what I mean? It looks interesting. Like, I think the concept of it seems interesting. So, why not? Like, you know, I was gonna watch it on. Actually, I was gonna try and watch it on on the way down for one of our track meets in February. I think our last one. So the one on the 14th. I wanted to watch it then, but I watched a different movie and I was reading webtoons, which we will get into. So I didn't end up watching it, but it's still like on my list. It's on my radar. So there's that. Um, what else? The last movie I want to talk about is Shizume. I okay from a from an artistic point of view, in terms of like the color and the animation and everything, it's literally so beautiful. Like, oh my god, like how can one create such like beautiful scenery and such beautiful scenes and landscapes, and it's so amazing. um what I will say is I'm just not a very big fan of the the older man, younger woman combinations, in the sense of like, you know, like mad old, you know what I mean? Well, not mad old, but like you're a freshman in college and she's still in high school. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that where it's like, girl, what are you doing? Like that, like I just like those, like that type of relationship dynamic and like age gap. I'm not a very big fan of in terms of media and like TV. Oh, this shirt is stained as fuck. Think everybody thank Enha for what happened to my shirt. um, moving on from that, the plot of the movie, I see where it's coming from. I just think how it was handled and like high-key written was just not the greatest thing for me. But maybe maybe I just didn't get it because I don't really understand Japanese culture, so I don't know. But there was that. Um, yeah, high-key. That's high-key it for movies. There are a few movies that are coming out that like I want to watch, like the movie with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. That movie I really want to watch because it looks really interesting. And obviously, it's Zendaya. I gotta support my girl. Like y'all like to talk about Zendaya not being her acting bag and Zendaya not really about it. No, Zendaya been about it. And let me say this too. When she was up there saying, "I put you on repeat, play you everywhere I go," I felt that in my soul. I felt that. So no, yeah, I'm really wanting to watch that movie. So moving on from movies, TV shows right now, guys. What I've been watching for TV. um, I can list you. Okay, the shows I'm currently watching, like literally waiting, like every week at least, I'm watching these shows. Is The Pit and One Piece. Those are like my two right now that I'm watching literally every single week. Let's talk about The Pit first. The Pit is genuinely so good. Because me, myself, and I, for me in my house, we were Grey's Anatomy's down. We were Grey's Anatomy's down. But at some point, I stopped caring about like the medicine of it all, and I was more so into it for like the drama. The Pit, I feel like I'm the opposite now, and I think it's because of where I'm at in like my life currently. Like, I'm in nursing school, and like they're saying these words and these procedures, and I'm like kind of understanding them, even if I don't know them completely. Like, I'm still understanding them within relativity. So I'm like, oh, like, yes, okay. Um, so it's stuff like that. The Pit is really good. My favorite character is okay. My favorite character is um, Emma, the new grad ER nurse in season 2. She is my favorite character. She is so cute. Literally, like that. Like that's actually me. Like that's gonna be me. Not in the ED, but that's gonna be me. Like when I graduate. I'm not kidding. Um, Now my other favorite character would have to be um his name is Dr. Whitaker. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you get it, you get it. Let me say I feel like he he's super, like him as a character is very sweet. He's a very sweet character. But I think so at some point like I started like looking at him just as like, okay, like wow, like hashtag meet that, you know what I mean? Um, but The Pit is really good. I think the dynamics and the relationships that the characters have with one another are very sweet and very like cute. Um, Dana, the charge nurse, right now, um, like on TikTok, all I've been seeing is people like copying her accent and like her line, and she's like, "What's the status on Baby Jane Doe?" And they're saying it in like her accent, and that shit is so funny to me because it's so real. Um, so that's it on the pit. If you're like, if you can handle like needles and blood and stuff, and like you're into medicine, maybe as like a hobby or like a future career, I think the pit is a good show to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Um, what else? What else? Oh my god, that's it on the pit. Now, One Piece, One Pieceica, Oda, Oda to the front, Oda to the front, Oda right here, right here. Let me say this: I have never been more hooked on a show in my entire life. I like it's just that's just what it is. Like, the One Piece is so fucking good, dude. Like, and like, call me a dick rider if you want. I don't give a fuck. One Piece is so good. Literally, all the characters are so good. All the characters, literally, like, all the characters are so different and so unique to the point where it's like, wow, like none of you have the same like idealism or like trope or like top like none of you are the same, and that is so crazy to me because there are hella characters, like hella fucking characters, bro. So I love One Piece. Like, my favorite character, Chopper, Boku wa Dr. Tony Choppa. Y'all don't know him like I do. I don't give a fuck. My favorite arcs right now, I'm at Impel Down. I'm not going to spoil. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to spoil. But right now, I'm at Impel Down, and let me say that this has to be one of like the most like interesting arcs of my entire. Like, I literally have, because sometimes whenever I watch One Piece, like I like kind of just throw it on in the background, and I just kind of like I'll watch it, but I'm not like paying attention. Let me tell you this. I think I got ADHD. I do. I don't think I can focus very well for very long periods of time. But let me say this. Something about One Piece just does it. Especially this arc. I have not picked up my phone while I'm watching this. Like, genuinely go nonverbal and just sit there and stare at my iPad. Like, I'm not kidding. So there's that. I love see, this is what I'm talking about. My favorite arcs is Drum Island. That is my number one. I don't give a fuck. Drum Island is my favorite arc. I don't care. 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 Drum Island's really good. Um, and I'm counting these two as the same. Ennis Lobby and Water 7. I like both of them. I do. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else you want from me. Like, both of them are just so good. Like, and I feel like, to me, in my mind, like, I can't think about one without thinking about the other. You know what I mean? So there's that. I think my number 3, probably Alabasta. I love Alabasta. All the characters, all the dynamics. Like, you had Robin come into play. Love Robin. How Luffy. Never mind. I'm not gonna spoil that. Vivi and Karu. Oh my god, what I would give to have just a hangout with Vivi. Like, oh my god, dude. So I think those are my top 3 arcs. My favorite characters: Chopper, Robin. Oh my god, I love Chopper and Robin. And honestly, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick like a third one because there are so many characters I really do love. I like Zoro. I think Zoro's cool. I love Laboon. Love Laboon. Actually, ball knowledge. My third favorite character is Mary. And that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stick by that too. Me and my girl Mary go back. We go back. Like, y'all just don't get it. So, yeah. I love the Mary. And love all of them. Like, horribly. Loving all of them horribly. What else? I feel like there isn't. Oh, if I was in One Piece and if I had devil fruit powers, because as you can see, I'm como se dice black, so people already think that I can't swim, so I might as well just get the devil fruit powers while I'm here. You know what I mean? So, if I had devil fruit powers, I think I'd want um the depending on if you're watching One Piece and how far you get, you'll see someone who has these powers in reference to like light. I would want that devil fruit. If not that, then I think Robin's fruit would be really cool. I think Robin's fruit would be really, really, really cool. And also, I feel like would just be really helpful in day to day life. Obvi. Uh, Same thing with the guy that with like my initial one that I would want. Um, so yeah, there's that. Um, Continuing on with stuff that I've been watching on Netflix, I was watching Bridgerton. Love, 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 love Bridgerton, like absolutely horribly. Um, Season one, I think is still probably my favorite season, personally. But um, this last season was a Cinderella story, and honestly, I love a good Cinderella story. I'm not a hater. I love a good Cinderella story. Like, yes, like you search for me far and wide based off of this one thing you have for me. You know what I mean? Um, what I will say is, I really thought that Miss Shonda was going to, like, like, high key give us a queer relationship because of how they were kind of like shaping up the current like the main lead for season 4, but not what happened at all. That was kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. Only because it's like okay, but like I'm sad, but it's like okay, like the main lead actress, she was bad. So I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? Well, I mean I don't get it because I'm not straight or bisexual, but like I get it. You know what I mean? So there's that too. Um, what else? What else? What else have I been watching on Netflix? Oh, now we're getting into it. Um, I went through a phase like over February, like on Netflix. Okay, so honestly, in the last half of January and high key through most of February, I was watching Singles Inferno and I was also watching The Boyfriend. And let me say this. Singles Inferno is like notorious for one bringing on like genuine like subjectively attractive people. Like they're not going to bring on anybody relatively ugly onto the show. So, but what I will say is it's super 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 tame and super like they don't be doing nothing. Everybody's everybody's anxious avoidant. Like I don't know. Like nobody likes to talk to no one. Like they don't ever have no conflict nowhere. Except for this season. This season was actually really good in the sense that there were a few people on the cast who I was like, who are you? Who are you and why are you not in my bed right now? Like my twin XL can hold us both, please. So um like there are a few characters that I was like, oh wow, like or characters, wow, a few cast people who I'm like, wow, you are, como se dice, fine as fuck. Like literally, when I'm talking Stundralina, I'm talking Stundralina, like stunning, stunning. Um, and then I don't even know, dude. Like it was a good season in terms of like they had people who were very like forward about their emotions and like not really taking no shit from no one. Choi Minasu, love you down. You were kind of fumbling. I'm not gonna hold in the show. You were kind of fumbling, but like we live and we learn. Um, Sungyu, I'm not saying nothing, but like if you by chance ever see this, we the same age. Like I don't know. Like just let me know. Just let me know. um, what else? Singles Inferno was really good though. I think there were obviously like people like they had like there are obviously like storylines and plots that they were pushing. I feel like more than others in this season, which I'm not mad at, but it's just like wow, you know. Um, moving on from that, the boyfriend. Oh my god, oh my god! Don't even get me started, bro. So the boyfriend is a Japanese gay dating show. Literally, so good. Season one, I watched season one, and I was like, wow, this is peak right here. Like this is actual active good TV. And then they made us wait years, multiple years for a second season, and we got the second season, and honestly, it was kind of good. It was kind of good. Oh wait, pause, sidebar. Retracting, going back to Singles Inferno. Um, if they want good active television, bring on a couple bisexuals. Let's see what happens. Just saying. Not me though, because I don't like no women. So, but I mean, if y'all want to throw me in there, just saying. Um, what else? No, I kid. But back to the boyfriend. Um, second season was honestly really good. There were a lot of different like plot points and like there were a lot of different like storylines going on. What I will say is people in the second season, a lot of people knew each other, and obviously, like the gay community is small, especially in Japan. Like I could only imagine what that culture is like out there. So like the fact that so many people know each other, it's like okay, well I was expecting maybe like one or two people to know each other, but like four people knew each other. So I'm like, oh, like y'all just been around on the town or what? Like y'all been promenading around the town or what? Like no Bridgerton. Like tell like what's tea? You know what I mean? Um, so there's that. Um, what else? The boyfriend, it was really good. I just think that there were two people on there with their relationship. I was just kind of like not fucking with that. I don't know. A part of me just could not like understand or see where they were coming from because like they long story long, they they were talking to each other before, and then from there, um, like they stopped talking, and they just went from, and then they just stopped talking. But now that they've seen each other again in this green room, the place that they stay is called the green room. Now that they see each other in this green room, it's like, oh, like maybe this is fate, like maybe this is our second chance, and it's like, well, maybe it's not though. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's not your second chance though. Maybe like you two didn't work out in the first place because of something. You know what I mean? So, but hey, but I'm not gonna say who it is, but they got together, and I was like, okay, whatever. But what I will say is, whenever they were on screen, I'd be like, boo, 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 like uninterested, boring TV. Like I don't want to watch this shit because, like, it. I feel like it's so boring. I feel like it's so boring when you're on these dating shows and like you know, and like you're going for somebody that you already know. Like, I'm sorry, I understand. Like, if you have a connection with them, fine by me. Go for it, see it all the way through, do whatever you want. But like to me and myself, for me in my house, that's like my favorite phrase. For me in my house, I believe that like if you're on this like dating show to experience and see different people, then experience and see different people. Like don't go with comfortability because that's not what you're here for. You know what I mean? Like you're not here to be comfortable. You're here to experience different people and to learn and honestly kind of learn more about yourself. Honestly, the boyfriend did a really good job at tackling like a lot of stuff in the queer community, like cheating and coming out and being able to be like confident in yourself. You know what I mean? So, and even with things like going back to somebody that you had been with for like 10 plus years, like they talked about a lot of great topics, and I really appreciate them that like for doing that. So there's that. Now, swaying from the boyfriend and the other and Singles Inferno of the dating shows, I again same time period. I was really obsessed with like BLs, like very very obsessed with BLs, and it's because I had watched one called Secret Relationships. Oh my god, that one is so good. Like that. If you like kind of like that. I don't know if psychological thriller isn't the right word, but if you like the one where it's like, it's kind of like toxic, or like both, it's like both people like the main lead, and then there's like a third one that comes in, so it's like a love square, you know what I mean, or like a love claw where it's like there's one person and then you have three other people, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, it's literally so good though. Like, I was literally on the edge of my seat. Like, I was watching episode, like I was watching the episode, I was like, wow, this shit is so good. And the episode made me like right onto the next one. So I love Secret Relationships. Literally my favorite show. One of my favorite BLs, actually. And then from there, I just kept on watching more and more and more. Oh my gosh. So that one was really good. My other favorite BL is The Eighth Sense. Oh my god. I truly recommend, like, I truly recommend that everybody watches The Eighth Sense. Like, if you take nothing from this podcast today, if you take nothing from this episode of Jai Yapsathon for literally 5 ever, take this away. Watch The Eighth Sense. It's such a good story. Again, tackles a lot of different things. Basically, it just follows this boy this boy who comes from like the countryside. He don't know shit about shit. He don't know nothing about nothing. He just comes to the country. He comes from the countryside and goes to school, and goes to this university in the big city, and he meets this guy at his job. Like, he's working, and they make eye contact, and they're like, high key, like, eye fucking each other the entire night. And I'm like, oh, okay, for sure, absolutely. And then from there, they start talking more. They both join the same clubs, and like, from that, like, they're like always around each other, and they're like always like in the same area, same vicinity, and it's literally so good. Like, I don't know how to like talk about it without spoiling it, because I just want to talk about what happens. Um, but what really drew me in was the cinematography and the colors and how they shot stuff. Literally, like, perfect. Literally perfect. And the music that they chose too. But there's that. I feel like it also ties into like that. It also ties into the like older younger trope. But this is what I will say: if it's older younger, but like, let's say you're 18 and like 20 or like 21, I feel like that to me is like, fine isn't the right word, but like, I feel like that's more reasonable. And you're both in college, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take that compared to the one I had mentioned earlier, you know? So there's that. Um, Literally one of my favorite shows ever. Like, another, at least top 2. But 1 and 2 are fighting between Eighth Sense and Secret Relationships. So definitely recommend those 2 for show. Moving on from the talk of TV and film, let's talk about music. Let's talk about music. And let me say this: I love music. I think I've said it before in like one of my other previous videos. Like, I love music. I have these Sony headphones that I use. I have my AirPods. I have wired headphones. Like, any way I can listen. Like, I have physical CDs. Like, any way I can listen to music, I love. Like, I love. Um, my favorite, my favorite, not favorite, but right now I've been listening to the Luke Chang album. If you know Luke Chang, you know ball. That album just finds you at like, it literally found me at like the most perfect time of my life. Like, I can't describe what I'm going through or what I'm feeling, but he put it so well, like, in that album. Album's called Typhoon, if you didn't know, and now you know, so I think you should go listen. Top 3 from the album: you have Terrible for You, which I know Terrible for You is a pre-release single. I don't give a fuck. It's on the album, so it's on the album. Terrible for You. Oh my god, you don't even know. Like, Tailspin, guys, And then you also have tracks like 20 something. Everyone needs to listen to 20 something. And let me say this too. Anytime an artist releases a song called 20 something, it's gonna be good. Like, let's look at SZA, for example. 20 something, greatest song ever. Luke Chang, greatest song ever. 20 something is so good. So definitely recommend listening to 20 something. My favorite song off the album, though, and let me say this because he was evil for what he did. My favorite song off the album is Arizona. And if you listen to that song, you will know why. Arizona is literally me about California. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not kidding. So that's all I will say. Like, you guys just don't get that song like I do, and that's fine. You can live with that on your own accord. But let me say this again: you just will never get that song like I do, and that's fine. It's no tea, it's no shade either. But once you do get it, come back to me. And what I will say is, Mr. Chang to the front, Mr. Luke to the front. Drop the ticket. Actually, don't drop the tickets. Don't drop them yet because I ain't got no money. But actually, drop the dates. If you want to drop the tickets, send me one for free. SeatGeek, hit me up, SeatGeek. Hey, StubHub, what y'all got? What y'all got? There's that. Don Toliver and his recent album are also on repeat for me. E85, Tiramisu, Body, like banger after banger after banger. So I also definitely recommend listening to that album as well, because it genuinely is just really good. But Don Toliver is a great artist in and of himself. So, like, what did you expect? You know what I mean? What else? I also have been kind of getting back into like a K-pop phase recently, and I've been listening to Alpha Drive 1. I watched Boys Planet, obviously, after it finished airing and stuff, because all survival shows follow the same like format, and all the episodes be 2 hours long, and I'm like, girl, I'm not actively going to sit here for 2 hours and watch. Like, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So there's that. Alpha Drive 1, very good. The album Euphoria is really good. Love Freak Alarm, that's the title off of it. I honestly kind of want to cover it, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see. Formula is also a really good song off that album. I feel like it shows what type of vibe they're going for, and I kind of like where they're leaning for in towards their vibe. So let's see if they stick with it or if they're gonna change concept on their second comeback. The next song, Cinnamon Shake, and let me say this: they love fun, and I love fun, so I'm gonna like the song. Like I don't know what else you want from me. Cinnamon Shake is really, 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 really good. So I definitely do recommend listening to Cinnamon Shake too. So those are my three. Those are like my 3 albums right now. Luke Chang, Don Tall, and Freak Alarm. Wow, and Alpha Drive 1. Now, let's talk about my miscellaneous media I've been consuming. And by miscellaneous, I mean podcasts, different content. I've been reading webtoons again. I've been reading one called The Croaking and Superfish. Those ones are really good. Or The Croaking I've been reading, but like I stop on and off with it. But I've been reading that one for a long time. Superfish has been good. I've also been reading Unordinary off of webtoon. I think that one's really good. So those are like my 3 right now that I've been reading for sure, super consistently. Rab's so petty. I talked about him in a last video. I love what he's doing with Hood JJK. I think it honestly is kind of connecting communities in a way that I didn't even think was possible. And obviously, don't be repeating that shit if you're not black, because what he says is very AAV centric and very geared towards the African American community. So don't be repeating nothing. Don't, because it's not funny. Unless it's a joke, like Gundy ahead, or like you know what I mean, like Gundy ahead, like, oh damn, I was gonna make him sing a bit of Manny Fresh first, like, you know what I mean, like certain stuff you can, but like just understand what you're really saying before you start repeating stuff. I also have been listening to the Upstairs Neighbor podcast. Maya and Dom. The internet is a very big place, but the chances are slim but never zero. If you ever see this video, let me on. I promise we would key so well together. We would key so well together. So well together. So there's that too. Lately I've also been kind of getting back into like my dance era. I've been having like this really big thing with dance lately where it's like I just don't feel very what's the word I'm looking for? I don't feel very like I don't feel like a good dancer lately. And I think it's just because like I'm not dancing super often, but like I see my friends back home and they're practicing for sets and at showcases and doing covers and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm like, damn, like they're all improving, getting so much better, and like I'm supporting them. And I am supporting them. Like I'm watching the video, I'm liking it, I'm commenting, I'm engaging, I'm seeing their TikToks, I'm reposting their TikToks, I'm commenting on stuff like, and I'm doing everything I can to support them because they deserve that. They deserve the world and then some. Like what I would give for my friends is literally not up for debate. So it's stuff like that. But I lately have been also rewatching stuff from the Cloud9 account. If you don't know, if you're new here, Cloud9 is like a K-pop cover dance team based in Sacramento, California, and I am one of the directors for it. I love Cloud9 so much. I love Cloud9 so fucking much. It's ridiculous. Redonkulous, actually. So I've been rewatching like my old covers and like covers that other people have been doing. Like they actually just put out the Poison cover, which I'm like, hey, what? Like yours are all so fine. Yours are all so hot. Whatever. So I've been rewatching like covers and stuff like that, and I've just honestly been really inspired lately. Like, wow, like these are my friends. This is the stuff that we've been doing so far. Like, I'm so excited for summer, so that way we can get back to it. I also have been watching this other dance crew called 9 to 5, and I literally want to join so bad. They just did a set for a performance out in Sacramento, not in Sacramento, in like the Davis area, and that shit was so good, literally so good. Like I've never wanted to be on stage more in my life. Like I already peeped them last summer when we were both at the same competition in August before I moved here for school. And even then, I was like, "Damn, can I join? What I gotta do? Do I gotta audition? Because if I gotta audition, I'll audition. Send me the video right now. Like 9 to 5 directors to the front, please. Send the video. Let me audition right now. I'm not kidding. Like I want to join 9 to 5 so fucking bad. So when I'm back home this summer, if y'all don't see me posting, it's probably because I'm at 9 to 5 practice. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. And I was watching more of their content off of YouTube, and like they have these workshop videos and stuff, and I'm like, damn, what I gotta give to reverse time to let me be there so I can take the workshop. You know what I mean? Like what I gotta do. What I gotta do. I just oh my gosh. I love 9 to 5. I love Cloud9. I love Rap So Petty. I love Upstairs Neighbors. I love the webtoons I've been reading. I've been loving the albums I've been listening to. I've been loving the TV I've been watching. Been loving the movies I've been watching. I'm just loving the media I'm consuming because why not? Like, there's literally only so much we can do in this world, and people are putting out this art and these products. Like, yes, like I am for it. I am for it. Okay, now that I've folded everything, I'm gonna go put it away in my wardrobes and in my dresser drawers and stuff, and then we'll come back. But thank you for listening to my podcast. More yaps to come in the future, trust. Okay, we're at the fun part. Can I get a few clinical manifestations of COPD?
Coughing.
Okay.
Something else.
well, coughing.
Oh, chest hyperinflation.
With sputum.
Yeah, coughing with sputum. I don't know how specific Sandy
Barrel
gets, so
chest.
you can't say.
Barrel
of the-
chest, clubbing
of
of
the
the
nails.
fingernails.
Accessory,
Um,
like the use
Can I
usage
have
of
like a little bit of
accessory
cyanosis?
muscles.
Oh, they could.
Could have some
Yeah,
cyanosis.
cyanosis. What did you say?
Like when they use like accessory
Yeah,
muscles,
accessory muscles,
and
especially gonna like be here.
especially
Yeah,
like,
hypercapnia and hypoxia.
Which would be what?
like low O2 levels,
And
like in the 80s.
and then high what?
High
High
CO2.
CO2.
We're back in the dorm. Studying was a success. I just actually helped my friends out because they had an exam, or they have an exam tomorrow. So I was just helping them study, and now I went to dinner. Didn't really get anything. Or I got this like chicken wrap, but it wasn't that good. And there's no hate, it just wasn't that good. And then now we're here. I'm going to high-key nap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna nap. And then I'm going to also start editing this. And since I don't have class tomorrow, class got canceled for tomorrow, I am literally gonna watch One Piece. I'm so excited. You have no fucking clue. Literally, because I'm right now at Impel Down, as I was talking about earlier, and like it's been so hard. Like I literally don't want to put the show down, like at all. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on. I will check in later. We're back. I took a nap, and right now it's currently like 10 p.m. So I'm gonna cut the video here. I would show my nighttime skincare routine, but it's gonna be a while until I sleep, and I want to put this video out. Like it's gonna take a while to export because it's pretty long. So that was it for today. That was Waffle Wednesday. A bit more of a podcast feel today because I had to do my laundry. So is what it is. But it was snowing today, so there wasn't a lot I could do anyways. But I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one, and that's all. See ya.